So, I know last year, or like at the beginning, right? New Year's resolution. I was like, your New Year's resolution should be to watch more movies.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, I was like, cool, that's cool. Yeah, like, I like that. Like, you know, you've been watching some movies, right? And then you fucking watched Heat. Under what circumstances did you watch Heat without me? Or for this podcast?
It was like a Thursday afternoon.
You're so full of shit. You are such a devious, disgusting dog.
I think actually the clip you sent me of them eating in the diner with them like playing with their food in between, I saw that and like I lost it and I was like, man, that sucks. But like earlier in the week, and then I don't know, it was just like it was like,
and then I sent it. Yeah.
It was Thursday,
and you were
right?
Like, this
and
is so good.
I was
yeah.
I was on Amazon. I was like, well, you know, like I kind of want to watch like a movie or something. I saw Heat, and I was like, Heat's a good fucking movie. I'm gonna watch that. That's a chill hang.
You're okay. First of all, that movie's not a chill hang.
No,
that is a notoriously
movie's
not
sick.
chill fucking
That's
movie.
Great. It's so good. Oh fuck.
It's a sick movie. It's a great movie. Not a chill hang.
I was chilling and I wanted to hang myself.
Okay, Natalie.
When he kills him at the end. Oh.
Spoilers for Heat.
Spoilers for Heat, by the way.
No, well, and the fact that when you texted me, and you're just like, man, I hate Wayne Grove.
Yeah. Bro, it was like 20 minutes in. I was like, God, I fucking hate this guy. And then you text me back.
You gotta kill Wayne Grove.
It was like an hour and a half, and it was like when he was like, God, I got it. It was like I was like on the steering wheel, like, God, I gotta kill Wayne Grove. And like I read my message, I was like, fuck, we hate Wayne Grove here.
We do
In this
hate
house,
Wayne
we
Grove.
hate Wayne Grove.
It's true. That is a great movie. Okay, I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you didn't watch some dumb shit like, what did you watch last week that was really stupid that I was giving you trouble about? It was a Tom Cruise movie.
Oh,
It was something dumb.
because I watched the Mario movie, which was fun.
Oh, not last week. 2 weeks ago, you watched some.
Interstellar, and then
No,
Oblivion.
you watched. It was Oblivion. Was it called Oblivion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Oblivion wasn't great. That one, you know, funnily enough, because we watched. What was it, Excalibur recently, and I was like, oh man, this movie is like not good, like compared to every other movie we've watched, and we've watched like.
And then you watched a bad movie, and you were like, maybe Excalibur is actually the best movie ever made.
No, I saw that a couple weeks before Excalibur, and like I was going to say that is like the only other like bad movie that I've seen in like a few months where I've been like, man, this movie is just bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Excalibur is not bad.
Excalibur is not bad. It's good, but it's not as good as it just seems lackluster compared to like all the fucking
again,
like,
the best movies ever made.
Watching. Yeah.
And Heat also a high bar. You need to watch a couple shitty movies.
I know.
Just like
put
them in the mix.
I watched a few shitty movies this week. The first two Sonic films. I'm gonna watch the third soon.
Couldn't finish the first one.
Yeah,
I couldn't finish it. I was like,
it's tough.
This is terrible. It was bad. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting much, and so like I just threw them on, and it really became background noise pretty quick. It's not ideal movie material, but like I mean it's pretty obvious. Like it's like a lot of my complaints are like, it's just because they're making kids movies shittier now. Because they don't respect children as a platform or as a demographic, which isn't even, I don't know.
Platform.
It's maybe not like worse than like movies I watched growing up, like kids movies I watched growing up, but it's got no nostalgia factor for me. So like I've got no nostalgia goggles, and I'm just like, man, this movie just sucks. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst, but they're not.
I
good
think there's
movies.
I mean,
fun.
Some of Disney's stuff that they put out, like Pixar, in the last like 5-ish years are good. I think the nostalgia thing is real, and there's really no way to like look beyond that.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'd still say Toy Story is maybe like a little more highbrow than
No, well, sure, but like,
like I don't know,
No, but like if you're comparing, yeah, of course, but you can also pick, you know, a shitty DreamWorks movie from, you know, the early 2000s too, and it would be just as bad as
Osmosis
whatever shit
Jones.
that they're playing today. Yeah, I mean, I haven't
actually
seen
like
Osmosis
that one.
Jones in
That
a
one's
while,
fun.
But, anyway, I was gonna say you still need to watch Flow, right?
Yeah.
You really need to. Yeah,
it's on the list.
You'll like it.
Well,
yeah,
that is true. I will like it. I have seen it like recommended. There's a few movies I've seen recommended that I've like added to my watch list on Amazon. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll watch these sometime. So
you should. Yeah, Flow you will like. I think a lot. So yeah. Cool. This is the last episode. Well, no, we're recording one more episode before the Oscars, but this episode comes out after the Oscars, so we'll see. I think that movie wins animated feature. It's kind of a toss-up between that one and The Wild Robot.
Right. So, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of nice stuff about The Wild Robot. Maybe not like rave reviews, but I don't know.
People love that movie.
Yeah, people love that movie, and the creator was like on Twitter, like being like, hey, like thank you guys so much for like all of this, and they seemed super humble. And they were like, oh, like, I want to give a special shout out to yada, yada, yada. It was just, like, people who helped them. And I was like, oh, okay, like, that's pretty awesome, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So the dude seems genuine. I don't know, I like that. I appreciate watching, like, stuff where I'm like, damn, you know, that person seems cool.
Yeah, as opposed to some of the other movies we watch on this show where we're like, damn, these people seem insane. Or evil.
So first of all, I want everyone off the screen. Secondly, anyone involved in production, never again. She's like, don't
also
touch
off
it.
the screen.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, so stupid people who suck will often be like, oh, this person's winning this Oscar because of the narrative. They're not winning because the performance is actually good. They're only winning because of, you know, why can't we just judge the performances instead of, you know, and it's just the best one. It's like, because you can't do, that's not how art works. And also, like, that's not how people work, you know?
Yeah.
So,
so by the narrative, what do they mean? Like, because I know there's like a
people,
big, like,
you're going to make me mad. Not you. But, I'm going to be mad just talking about this. No.
Okay.
So, like, okay, when people say, you know, like, to rehash some fucking drama from the last few years, right? Mm. Best Actress tends to, like, get this kind of mudslinging, I guess.
So we talked about the mudslinging going on there, and how, like, brutal it's been this year.
Well, I'm talking about last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, like, so, in 2023, the Oscars, right, that was the Michelle Yeoh, Kate Blanchett year. So that was Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then Tar is the movie that Kate Blanchett was in. And so people were like, well, Kate Blanchett gives the better performance, but Michelle Yeoh, she's just going to get it because of the narrative. You know, she's the, whatever, she's never won before. She's like a, you know, acclaimed kind of comeback story. Like people, stupid people said that.
Right.
And like, okay, those things, some of those things are true, right? There was a really strong narrative. But that doesn't, like, saying that something is the best performance or, like, you know, the best display of acting is also a narrative that is constructed. Yeah. Like, do you think that Kate Blanchett, you know, that's like, she has a PR team. Like, that, there is a narrative there, too. So, everyone has a narrative. It's just, you know, some of them might be more, I don't know, I don't want to say complicated, but have other things brought into them besides the performance or the movie itself. Like, and that's not to say that I think that like, oh, just because somebody has a narrative outside of the movie, like, means that they are or aren't deserving. I think there's cases of both. Like, you know, I think that we will definitely look back on, as we do for all awards every year, you know, with time, we look back and say, like, this was a really good win, this was a good call, and this was a bad call. And so some of those narrative-based or, like, quote-unquote narrative-based calls, like, I want to say narrative-informed calls are, like, good, and some are bad. And some of the performative, like, or performance-based, like, technical quote unquote calls, like I think some of those also are good or bad, you know. Is Kevin Spacey really good as a performer in The Usual Suspects? Yeah. Does that mean that we should have given him an Oscar? No. Should we have given him 2 Oscars? No. You know?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, Leonardo DiCaprio,
yeah.
The joke was that he wasn't getting an Oscar, right?
Don't.
Is that, I mean, that's...
Stop.
But it's, I mean, it's a good example for being narrative driven, right? Because he won it for The
Bear, 100%,
right?
100%. No, The Bear is a TV show. He won it for The Revenant, which is a movie with a bear.
With a bear, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The Bear Revenant.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a great example, because, right, like, he had this narrative, he was nominated, I don't remember how many times, like 4 or 5 times.
Many. And like, even from him when he was, like, a kid actor, which is, like, crazy.
Yeah. And his best performance is not the one he won his Oscar for.
Right.
But,
right.
You know, but because that narrative around him, and I think some people look back on that Oscar not great, because that movie is not that deserving. He has better performances, right?
It's a pretty good movie.
So it's kind of like
it. It's cool, but like not mind blowing.
Anyway,
what? I can't like a movie anymore.
But that's a no, you can't. Not that movie. But you can't divorce that movie's context and like that narrative of like, oh, he's gonna try. Like even the jokes of like he's gonna kill himself for an Oscar, you know, kind of a thing. Like that is a narrative, and even if you think he's good in that movie, I think it's undeniable that he has better performances in other movies.
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
remember the roster of who he's against that year, but I'm sure there's better performances among that cast. But he just had the zeitgeist behind him, which is fine. Like he should have an Oscar. He is one of our biggest movie stars. He's kind of the last movie star we really have.
Yeah.
You know, of his generation, like that's still bankable in that way. So like, yeah, I think he's, you know, he deserves an Oscar. Just maybe not for that performance. That's the thing. It's like, not you can't just be like, well, I give this a 10 on the face acting scale and a 9 on the, you know, whatever, like line delivery scale. Like you can't, like there's no metric for that. There's no standard way of doing that. So there's no way to like separate these things. We're judging people. So
yeah.
Anyway,
very fair.
I don't even
insightful
remember.
view on the Oscars and the narrative behind them. Yeah.
It's
the narratives.
Oh, because of Flow. Yeah, you brought up because Flow, I think, and The Wild Robot both have narratives. Flow is a kind of little indie that could. It was produced in Blender.
Yeah.
So like, people have
that's crazy.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it looks like it, and I don't mean that like looks like it complimentary, like you know, it's cool looking. It looks very different than other things. Whereas Wild Robot, I think, kind of looks like a lot of other, you know, movies and animated similarly. So,
yeah, I'd agree with that, but like also maybe not in a bad way. It's very cutesy, right? Like it's nice. I think it fits.
It's not a bad
well.
movie. Yeah. But there's narrative there too. You know, we have, like, a star-studded cast in that movie, and it's based on a children's book, and it's about motherhood, and, you know, it just, like, there's narrative there compared to Flow, so.
Yeah, for sure. Which is just, you know, a movie for cat lovers. As far as I know, it's a movie with a cat in it.
No, it's a movie for animal lovers,
sad.
Period. It's also... It's a movie about dying and, like, the earth dying and, like, the end of humanity. It's a pretty serious movie. Yeah, it's good. Okay. It's good. It will make your cats probably freak out. It's one of the few movies that Banksy has ever, like, stopped and watched. He, like, was watching, like, straight up, like, oh, there's a cat on the screen. He recognized.
Have I told you? I think I sent you a picture of Milo watching. He watches movies with me now.
That?
Like anything that I
Really?
throw on, yeah, he'll so like for a little while he would like try to play with like the edges of the screen. And now he'll just sort of like find a spot and he'll curl up in front of the TV and he'll just like loaf and just sit there and like for 2 hours he'll literally just like watch a movie with me and then leave and I'm like, all right, cool, dude, like good time, I guess, man.
Is he single? Can I like?
He's ready to mingle, bro.
Good. That's great. I love Milo. Banksy is... Yeah, he's too stupid for most movies, but Flow he was very into, so...
It's funny, because I think it started around Fitzcarraldo, because I remember him watching Fitzcarraldo, and then the umbrella showed up on screen. It was like going down the stream. And that's when Oreo was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" And she was like posted. She like posted up, and she was like looking at the screen. And she like drove Milo away so that she could stand in front of the TV and like watch the umbrella move. And I was like, "Dude, what's going on, man?"
These cats, they know things.
Yeah, when he went off screen, she like ran to the side, and then she was just like no longer interested. She's like, "Man, like, they got rid of my favorite character."
Yeah. This is Our Cats Want to Watch. My name's Lane. That's Ricky. This is a podcast about movies our cats want to watch.
Yeah. Mainly Milo, because nobody else wants to. But
we should have Milo on as a guest.
Why do you like Milo so much?
Why? Because he's a long-haired kitty, and he's cute, and he's shy. And because you hate him, you wanted to kill him and drop his body into a ditch. I actually have texts from Ricky that say he wanted to kill Milo, so... Yeah. You were like...
I maybe did say that, but it was joking. I didn't mean it serious.
You were like, I want to kidnap Milo and then stab him with sewing scissors at the end of a 3.5-hour movie.
I did say that, yeah. I was like, yo, this guy's gone too far. He fucked my cat. I gotta wait till he's like tired, laying on the bed by himself, and just give him a
John Dielman remade, but it's all cats and like cat domestic labor. They're just like shitting in the litter box, eating. Wait, have I ever sent you the clip of do you know Pee-wee's Playhouse?
No.
Wait,
is this a Pee Wee Herman thing?
Yeah. So it's the TV show that
Crazy
Pee-wee got
Pull.
like his start. No, it's not. It's not Crazy Pull at all. People know this.
Pee Wee Herman out of nowhere is a crazy pull, bro. If you're mentioning Pee-wee's Playhouse, that's nuts.
There's a clip of that show. So that that show is like really bizarre, like kids TV. It's kids TV, but it's like weird and funny. And there's a, you could tell that they didn't have a lot of like producers looking at stuff. So there's a scene that I've watched on YouTube more times than I care to admit, where he feeds his dog. And it's just this like close-up shot of the dog eating this wet food out of a bowl. And it goes on for so long. And it's like, this was in a kid's show. It's funny as hell. It's so funny and like gross and disgusting. Anyway.
Yeah. I feel that sometimes when
reminded me of this movie.
A lot like this movie, yeah. I feel that sometimes when I feed the cats, though, like, I'll just like sit there and watch them. And I'm like, man, like... what's going on here, man? And they all make like the same weird noises where they like, and like Lionel like inhales this food too, so he's like, I'm like, dude, like what the fuck, man? Like chill, bro. I feel like I could make a like Ackerman style like uncomfortable film with like remade with cats.
Okay, but I think the way Banksy eats is really cute. I know he's different.
Banksy is kind of cute. Yeah. He's not very... like a cat though, bro. Like, yeah.
But the way he eats, he's like, he doesn't like munch. He doesn't like chow down. He's very like, he'll pick up little bits of the wet food with his mouth and then go like.
Yeah, I know. That's what's cute about it. He's like a weird little alien guy, and he's like, like when you sent the snap of him like sitting there, and you're like, oh thanks. Get ready for the food.
Do the mouth thing. Yeah.
And and he's just sitting there just... I'm like, dude, alright, like, this thing's just like a weird little alien guy. He also likes to sit by the, like, the bass as it booms. Like, the speaker.
Yeah, that's the other movie he liked, was, Top Gun. And he would sit...
That's crazy, bro.
When we watched Top Gun, because I have the subwoofer, it was like, anytime the plane was on screen... He wasn't watching the screen. He was sitting like inches, not even from the subwoofer, just like like the way it vibrated his eardrums. Probably he's like, this is just like when someone flicks the teeth of a comb.
You feel me? Yeah, that's crazy that I had a comb like sitting here.
Please do not do that.
I
Wait,
I
okay.
actually used that recently. Archie had like eaten a string. Like I couldn't. I was like, I literally like I tried getting it as it was like he was like swallowing the last bits of it. I was like trying to like get my fingers through. I was like, man. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this again. I chased him into the bathroom and I was like, all right, well, this is a perfect spot for it. I started flicking the comb. And I got him to like like enough that like the string came back out. I was like, give me that, you motherfucker.
Okay, I just sent this in the wrong chat, but go look at the Abyss 1989 chat.
Pee-wee feeding dog. Dude,
yeah,
even just the close-up on the thumbnail.
It's so funny. I'll have to cut out 2 minutes.
It's a minute 45!
Yeah, I know. It's fucking hilarious. I love Pee-wee.
La, la, la.
Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Ugh, the food looks so nasty. I'll share this in the description.
You might hear Kita meowing in the background. You almost definitely will pick it up on the mic, but it's going to be pretty low.
It happens every single episode. Have
It's bad.
you gotten to the part where the dog
recently.
starts eating yet?
No, he's about to.
Yeah, okay, good. The fact that the music cuts out.
Yeah, that's what the cats eat, man. Like they'll get like a bunch of it up in their mouth and then like.
Banksy doesn't do that. He won't eat. Yeah, he's like little. He's too dainty.
I guess they all kind of eat a little different, but most of them just like.
This is so funny.
One of the suggested videos is the title is just a full minute of a close up of a dog chowing down wet food. And it's the exact same length. It's like a second longer, but it was posted 5 months ago instead of 16 years. Crazy that the 16 years, bro. It just keeps going. I think I'm gonna close this, man.
All right.
Oh my god! I gotta ask.
So this week, go ahead.
Whoa! Before that,
yeah.
So I know about the Bane. There must be one of us in the. They're expecting one of us in the Fire Brother.
Are you about to ask what else is on my YouTube rotation?
Yes, because you got that. You got the. You want to play a little game? Classic, certified hood classic. What else is on there?
Just earlier today, I was saying Potion Seller. Are we asking about my movies?
Potion Seller,
like just
Potion
anything?
Seller. No, like the ones that are on rotation, like the ones that like
Potion
every.
Seller's definitely on rotation. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a playlist specifically titled Kino that I'll revisit.
Okay.
So
nice.
it's got the Bane.
Are those movies specifically?
The Bane airplane scene. Yes. Yeah. So I got the Bane scene. I've got the Thing defibrillator scene.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Actually, the Breakfast Machine from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Did we watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure together?
We have not, but I've seen the movie. Yeah.
I've got the Smile ending scene, Heat, the coffee shop scene, Do You Like Huey Lewis in the News? An incredible scene from The Third Man where Orson Welles basically threatens to throw a guy off of a Ferris wheel.
Hell yeah.
The teaser trailer for Killers of the Flower Moon that came out because that trailer is just fucking incredible. It's a great trailer. Moonlight winning Best Picture, which is not a movie, but a clip from the Oscars from 7 or 8 years ago. Pee-wee feeding dog, that's on there. Princess Bride, the ending.
Oh, hell yeah. I love The Princess Bride.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a perfect movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then a couple movies that I don't think you've seen. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, fair. I should have mentioned this on the Excalibur episode, but in Excalifurb, the Phineas and Ferb remake of that movie, they do it in classic Princess Bride style. It's fun. Cool. It's fun and cute. It's a good show. It's a good show. Top 10 sitcoms all time. Anyway.
Looking at this list has made me question my Lane's frame for next week. I wonder. I'm going to set that for a little bit.
Wow.
Not question it, but wonder if I should pivot. But anyway, This week...
Yeah, hold that off, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, these intros just get longer and longer, dog. Like,
wow,
we are
fine.
Not a popular enough podcast to be, like, having these 30-minute intros.
For this movie, I think it's okay if we drag our feet, okay?
That's true. Yeah. This is a realistic ASMR like look into what it's like to podcast with us.
Yeah.
So this week was
leave in all like the random noises, me like blowing my nose, Keith in the background. Just leave it all in.
Yeah, it's all diegetic. All the diegetic noise. No outro either of the no sound
I like
effects.
it. Yeah.
Ricky, this is a Rick's pick. Could you dare to say the entire title of this film?
Oh, fuck. Oh,
I texted it to you. I did text it to you. All written out. If you want, I can say it, because I do have it here, and I've done it.
Let me find it. Fuck.
It was yesterday at 12:20 p.m. when I texted you the word podcast, and then I sent you the full title.
It was in Discord. I checked text messages first.
It is in Discord.
The classic blunder. Jeanne Dielman Vingt Jeanne Dielman Vont Quai? What was that one? I forgot.
This one was K, which was crazy.
Trois que du comer mi? What is it? Mi? Mie? Mi? M-I-L-L-E?
Meal. I don't even know what words you're talking about because
I'm going word by word. I'm asking you how to pronounce each one.
Okay. Yes. Vent, toi, quai du comer, mille quatre-vingts, Brussels.
Contrevent.
And that is with an American accent.
Brussels, just at the end.
Bruxelles, I think is how it's...
Bruxelles.
If you want to be...
Jeanne Dielman vont toi que du comer mille quatre... Fuck.
Quatre.
What is that?
Quatre.
Vot Bruxelles.
Quatre?
Real bad.
You got quatre?
I don't know. What? Vingt... My mind
we
wants to say Vingt.
We watched Jeanne Dielman.
I think you might be able to Frankenstein my last attempt.
It'll be the title of the episode. It'll be the title.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Come on, take us home. From 1975,
directed by Chantal Akerman.
Our girl. Yes. Jesus.
Yeah,
all right. Now that's what we really took 30 minutes to do.
That was tough. Yeah. Everything else has been fluff.
Yeah. True. Why did you pick this movie this week?
I really like News from Home. I figured it's been long enough. This was another movie I didn't look up anything about. I knew it was long. That was pretty much it. And I was like, well,
That's
I am
crazy.
down to
raw
watch
dog this movie.
Yeah. I'm always down to raw dog. And I was like, you know what?
Pause.
I was like, you know what? We might as well. It's been long enough. And that was like a big thing for me. I was like, well, because I really did want to watch. Fuck. It's Chantal Akerman. Jeanne Dielman. They don't say her name at all during the movie, so it doesn't make it any easier to remember.
Jeanne.
Yeah.
Jeanne.
So yeah, I don't know. It's been on the list, and I was like, yeah, might as well watch it. So.
Yeah. Cool. It's crazy that you went in not knowing anything about this, but
yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah. Ooh,
Ricky just took a huge deep breath, like the biggest fucking raise and expand of his chest I've ever seen. Yeah, just
because
here.
I wanted to like it. I did kind of like it, but it was really long.
Misogynist.
No
shit. That's the point. Wait, did you just say you're a misogynist? Clip that. Shit.
Yes, I said yes. I said yes. I am a misogynist. Yeah. Ricky, woman hater.
I can't raw dog the episode if you make me bleep your name. God.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
You idiot.
Wait, I'm so dumb. Okay. Anyway.
It's because you hate women. If you like women.
It is. real woman like her wouldn't have made such a mistake. It was super interesting, right? Like, don't get me wrong, super duper interesting, really cool. But like 3 hours, like that was a lot.
320
and
320.
Yeah. It does have a good payoff at the end. I really enjoyed it after finishing it. But like, it does take a lot. It takes that commitment getting through it, right? I think it's really cool how a lot of the scenes are set up, but it feels like, to me, right, I was going to say that there may be...
You're about to say something so stupid and...
It's so stupid and dumb. I think there are parallels that could be made. If this movie
was like half as long... Yeah, no, just kidding.
No. I don't think they should cut it down. I think if the movie was any shorter, it would have a very different vibe, and like it really wouldn't maybe make as much... I mean, I think it would make sense, and like you could tell the same story in a very different way, but like it maybe wouldn't have the same impact. I don't know. I'm not a director, producer, whatever. But I think that Umbrellas of Cherbourg is actually a very interesting like counterpoint to this movie, in a couple of ways.
I'm looking for my sewing scissors.
The way that they like to set up their scenes and like. It's just sort of like this movie is almost, I mean, it's like they're very intentional about the framing, but it's not manicured, I guess I'll say, in the same way that like Umbrellas or like Wes Anderson is. But
I don't like that you call it Umbrellas, like you're on a first name fucking basis. That movie sucks. Fuck that movie.
Wow, that's
maybe
so
my
crazy.
second.
I
maybe my
like
second
that movie.
least movie we've watched.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it has diminished in my brain. The more
That's
I
nuts.
just Anyway.
Wow. You're such a hater. You're in your hater era, bro.
I am truly my hater era. Yeah.
Well, let me finish the comparison, right?
Go on. Yeah.
They also both sort of like linger on scenes for a while. The big like defining difference is the way that one is so filled with, I don't want to say noise, but like noise, right? Like they're constantly talking.
The big defining difference is the fucking singing. It's a musical.
I know.
So goddamn upsetting. There's so many differences between those two movies.
I mean, there are a lot. There are a lot, but I think that's what makes it interesting to contrast them. I mean,
they're both about women, which I hate.
Stop. In the same way that like that has very like Barbie dollhouse like. Line photos, right?
Yeah, this is the real Barbie
photos,
right here. Yeah, this is what Barbie's life's actually like.
This is like the trial. Like every scene, you're like, oh fuck, like this is how we're shooting this scene. Like what the fuck?
The trial is listening to you talk about movies on this podcast.
Wow, damn, good dunk, but fuck you. Anyway, what'd you think of the movie?
I loved it. It made me really mad.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, it was great. It was very upsetting.
So
yeah, I can't imagine this movie being any shorter.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And I didn't find it boring. I never once.
I didn't find it boring. No.
This movie has a reputation of being like, the peak of art house, slow cinema, boring, pretentious, whatever. And like, I think if you think that. Like you should, like if you think that watching this movie, I'll bleep that. Sorry, Future Lane. But
I'll say my favorite part of this movie was how it made me feel like I was
doing,
because like a lot of movies are like you're like following like a storyline right through it. This you are doing that, but you're doing it by like inhabiting the same space as the characters instead of like encroaching upon them. I guess right, like
yeah,
because like you're just sitting with them, right? So like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I really, really enjoyed that. And it's so unique, it's so like distinct to this movie.
True. I've never seen another movie like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of movies inspired by this movie. In fact, well, we'll talk about it later. Okay. With the what my next Lane's for.
Oh my god. But,
okay.
Yeah. Building up anticipation on this one.
I am. But I've seen a ton of movies that really like borrow from this, but I've never seen a movie that fully commits to it. And it's great. I mean, I really liked it. I think it's one that I could even see myself rewatching. It's almost hypnotic. Like,
Hypnotic's a great way to put it, though. Yeah.
In like a devastating way, like in a terrible, like sad fucking feedback loop kind of a way. Like it's agonizing. I don't know how to. Yeah.
It's funny to say feedback loop too. So, because like as the movie develops, there's like I don't want to say negative feedback loops, but it seems like it gets like more and more out of control until the end, right? And
totally,
like in very
she starts
small ways.
Malfunctioning.
Yeah.
She's like when she overcooks the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're skipping over the first like 2 hours of the movie, but like,
yeah,
when she starts like kind of like turning on her heels, like where am I supposed to take this? Like she's never encountered this like this choice in the like fucking choice tree or whatever, like this event, like it's not happened, and so she like starts kind of going to the wrong rooms and like she's just like walks into rooms and forgets what she's doing, and it's like it's unbelievable. It's fascinating.
Now, do we want to start at the beginning? Do we want to go back 2 hours? And
yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's important to talk about what this movie does with its first hour and a half, like the first day, basically, right? Like the first day and a half, kind of. Because I knew that there was. I had this semi-spoiled for me that there was a shocking scene of violence. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
So I was like...
So you were thinking, prepped for something to happen, though.
Yeah, I knew it happened at the end. And I knew that there was like a, like even the description, I think on HBO maybe, or something, like kind of alludes to like a something shocking. So I like knew something was going to happen. So I kind of settled in. But I thought, and honestly I give this movie credit for not doing this, I thought we were getting to her killing herself. And so the whole kind of like first bit of the movie, and she doesn't ever like really allude to self-harm, like you never get that vibe from her, which I was relieved by. So but the first like bit of the movie I was like, oh, she's so like the piano teacher, she was down bad, but like this woman is down worse. Like this is like the piano teacher is like the most heightened version of Black Swan, and this movie is the most heightened version of the piano teacher, like as far as like repressed women go. Like,
okay,
I'm being kind of reductive, but yeah.
I was gonna say the letter scene in the beginning. I say in the beginning, but that was like 15, 30 minutes in, something like that.
Yeah,
like that sets the scene so
the
well.
rapid fire way she talks, and she's just like monotone, no pauses.
Right,
just,
right.
Yeah,
because she's not like reading out the letter; she's just like reading the words. It's so like crazy.
Yeah,
and then she like does respond to some of it too, and so like not knowing anything about this movie, I was like, oh, like is that going to play like a part of this? Is it going to be like this is some?
It tells you everything you need to know, basically. Yeah.
Right. But I didn't know if she was going to find someone else, if she was like going to go to Canada, if like that was going, if like the big thing there was going to be, oh, like they moved to Canada, yada yada.
Nope. Yeah.
It was like I was like, nope, like, buddy, you're getting like 2-3 days, day in the life. That's it. All right, like buckle up. Yeah. And I was like, all right.
ASMR.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned a rewatch, and I think this movie is one that would like benefit from it. Even like,
agreed.
I don't want to say like, oh, it's good to know the ending going into it, but like,
no,
once you know the ending going into it, it's like, yeah.
Well, it reframes the character's whole psychology.
Yeah.
If you think going into this movie that this is a movie about a woman who eventually kills herself, it's very different than, oh, this is a movie about a woman who snaps and kills a John. That's like, those are two totally different movies with that lens,
When I looked it up, it said something along the lines of, like, the description said something along the lines of like, a housewife, like, takes up prostitution or something. And I was like, oh, interesting. So, like, before, like, the very first minute of the movie, when, like, I saw that, and I was like, all right, well, like, try to find it on Max, try to read as little as possible, but that was, like, just, like, the first blurb. I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, oh, so it's going to be, like, her integrating it into her life. So to see it so
no, it's already integrated.
Like it's like so. I was like, wait, that's not what this movie's about at all. Like that is just like one of her routines. Like that's, I don't know.
It is, yeah.
Sort of.
She's well into it at the point that the movie starts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and this is like, I know we talked a little bit about Chantel, and like her relationship with her mom, and like her status as a feminist filmmaker. In the News from Home episode, and so the way that she doesn't show any sex until the end, like everything else is shown, there's no, like it's all like the stuff you cut out of a movie, it's a movie made, it's like an anti-movie, and I don't mean that to sound again like reductive or like simplistic or even alienating. Like it's good. I think it's an act of like defiance, or I don't want to say it's an act of feminism, I don't know. But like, to show all of these like mundane things and not show the salacious stuff, except for like a 2-minute scene at the end, or maybe it's like 5, but is radical. So especially I think for the 70s,
even the conflict in the son's life, right? Like we get no lens into that, right? We just hear him talk about it.
Which,
like, that's it.
We gotta say. Just number 1 at the top of the fucking charts for getting this guy off the screen. I hated that fucking snot-nosed fucking squirrely piece of shit kid with his micro bangs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Every time he like sat down, started reading his little stupid book, or he's fucking doesn't answer, his mom when she asks him things, or doesn't say thank you when she sets down a hot meal.
Yeah, be more appreciative, you little shit. Fuck.
I wanted to give this kid a Porcy so bad. Like, he deserved
a what?
it.
A Porcy. Oh, fuck, wow. Good callback there, jeez.
Thank you.
I thought you said horsey at first, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
About a week ago.
Oh my god. Although, to be fair, her one failing as a wife and mother is that she only knows the color palette beige for food. Her food all ranges from like white to brown. Like,
I don't know, the what was it, the steaks or something she made the one night looked pretty good. The steaks and potatoes, I'd be down for
they
that.
Were
man.
beige.
That was good.
They were beige.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying the food didn't look good. I mean, the soup looked good, but it was the most boring soup of all time. Like, that soup was shot in grayscale. Like, it was cooked in grayscale.
Yeah.
But obviously that's to an end. But yeah. Like, if she ate like a little, what about like a fun, like a, I don't know. Yeah, a little something. She should eat some Skittles.
Some multicolored goldfish, just a little, get some color on the screen. Huh?
What did you say? Yeah, what did you say the apartment was? What would this movie be if it was a snack food?
If it was a snack food?
Well, a food. Well, we talked about the apartment was like Ritz crackers, so
like Triscuit.
You think this is a Triscuit? This movie's not a Triscuit. That's
not the movie, but like the I think you meant like the apartment itself. Like I was like, oh well, like the general coloring and style of it. I don't know.
This movie made me want to start a fight, specifically with Christopher. And so at one point he was like, "Oh, this is such a cute apartment." I was like, "You fucking chauvinist pig! Who do you think is fucking making this apartment look like this, you piece of shit?" Like,
well, I mean, I think the movie
was mad.
I think the movie does well in sort of illustrating that, like the length she goes to make sure that everything's in order in the apartment, and like
it does. Oh, it does. It does 100%. But that's not what he said.
Okay.
He doesn't see women's labor. Ignore it again.
That was something that struck me when she was making the beds and like the fold out bed and everything, and like tucking it all away.
Yeah.
And because I was going to bring it up on the pod that I don't make my bed, and that I've like the only times that I've ever had to make my bed was when I was living over my aunt and uncle's house, and they were like, "Oh, like no big deal, but we would like you to make your bed in the mornings." And I was like, oh, "Okay, sure, like fine, no problem." And that was like the most orderly my life has ever been, ever, and I just have never done it since.
I don't really make the bed. I like to, back in my my bachelor days when I kept better on top of my chores, I liked to keep the bed not made but organized. So like making sure that like everything was reset. I didn't do any fucking tucking and shit. Fuck that. I hate going to a hotel and having to untuck the sheets. Fucking hate that. That is my least favorite thing.
I'll say my stint in having like my bed made, going to bed at night, and like
the bid you did, in jail, where they make you
going to bed and like having the sheets like nice and tucked in, you know, and like I would tuck them into the bottom, like the bottom of the bed, so like like rip them up a bit, like that felt pretty good.
That.
Yeah.
Oh,
the way I have it now, they just sit on the bed, and I go in, I just pick them up. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
No fanfare.
That's the ideal.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's
nice to be able to. Man. I don't like the tuck. I don't, because I like to manually tuck myself. I like to I like to be tucked in.
Yeah.
And you can't do that if if the bed is tucked.
Yeah.
So it's like now true. I gotta fucking exert myself before I get comfy. It's too much.
I wrestle, and then I do like the pull in where you get the pull on the shoulder, and then like you sort of dig in a bit, you know.
No, see, I like and I have 2 blankets on me right now too. So
for the watchers, Lane earlier got up and got 2 like blankets and wrapped them around themselves like a shawl.
Two distinct Mario blankets.
Yeah. That one's reversible, so that one, okay. It doesn't look very Mario from like the sides because it's got like the snowflakes on it, but I think it had the power blocks on the other side.
It's just
power blocks. I saw power blocks. Oh, yeah. It's just orange. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's
Yep, there it is. Yeah. Oh, it's Mario and Luigi as snowmen. That's awesome. Yeah. And Toad.
Yeah. Don't forget Toad. Anyway, no, I like to get the tuck, like pull the sheets up over me, and then I roll, because I sleep on my side, so I roll over and then back down and then up again so that the blanket is underneath my body, and then I lift up my legs and tuck it under, like so that the
you do the kick.
I like to be cocooned.
Yeah.
The kick flip. Yeah, so, I'm a fucking I'm so wild in bed. Kick flips.
Call me Tony Hawk Tua. Anyway.
Yeah. We are not doing this movie justice.
I know.
This like important seminal film.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the bed thing because I was gonna get into how you could like
please,
yeah. So you when you have it folded over at the feet already, there's already that friction between the bottom of the bed and so like when you tuck in, you're just getting your feet into that, you know. Are you a left side sleeper or right side sleeper?
Left side.
Yeah. Goated. It's goated. Yeah.
It is with the sauce. People who sleep with their feet outside of the covers.
Insane. Crazy.
I think those people...
Did they not learn to be wary of snakes?
Don't they know?
Are they not aware?
It's crazy. I don't know how you can feel comfortable. Like,
I don't know. They have to do affirmations before bed. Like, there are no snakes at the bottom of my bed. I am safe. I am secure. There are no snakes at the bottom of my bed. Like, I don't know. It's something insane, man. I just don't have that confidence. I'm not that type of guy. Not me. Not for me.
Oh my god. I might feel differently. I also sleep naked most of the time. So
wait, really? I feel like, completely?
Yeah. Totally.
That's
100%.
Crazy. Wow.
Yeah, I hate the feeling of wearing clothes underneath covers, like, makes me disgusted feeling. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't like camping. It's because you can't sleep naked in the woods.
That's
you could, but it's very risky.
Yeah. You're really rolling the dice there, bud.
Yeah. What if a bear sees me? What if Leonardo DiCaprio with his Oscar?
What if a fucking snake shows up at the bottom of your bed? All right, and this is it's maybe a slightly more legitimate fear to have.
No affirmations will save you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
bro. There's an episode of MacGyver. Anyway,
Speaking of clothes,
go
ahead.
Just real quick, I gotta wear something to bed all the time. At the very least, underwear. If not, I have a bunch of fucking pajamas, like pajama pants that I love to wear to bed.
I have pajamas, but I don't. Yeah, I can't do like they come off. Like yeah, unless it's like really cold, and then I'm pissed off. Like if it's so cold that I have to wear clothes to bed, I get mad.
That's fair. For me, it's twofold. I really like the fabric of a lot of pajama pants, right? And like specifically swishing them between like my shins and like is that your calf, like the calf muscle? I will like rub my calf muscles together like I'm a cricket trying to make noise. And then also doing like I'll wring my feet where I do like this, but with my feet. I was wringing my hands.
His hands together. Yeah, like an evil.
Or I was thinking more like a like a fly or something, or like a praying mantis maybe. Like anything that very insect like. I'll do it with my feet, and it's crazy, man. I love that shit. I can't get enough of that.
I'm not like a fabrics guy. I don't have like weird feelings about fabrics, so I don't feel. Like, I can wear basically anything, which is good.
I've got a lot of weird feelings about fabrics, man.
Yeah.
Cotton
but, like, I do not like when I have dry skin on a blanket. Like, when I go to bed, if I'm, my, like, feet are exposed, or, like, my feet are touching the blanket and they get caught on it. Like, that bothers me.
Yeah,
like,
I love that. That, like, slight scratch of cotton on like tougher skin, like foot skin. Great, it's excellent. Love that shit.
Versus, are you kidding me? Are you trolling?
I'm not trolling. Versus like
that's insane. That's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I got goosebumps just hearing you say that.
Wow,
that's disgusting. Yeah, wow.
So the thing I get nails on the chalkboard for is like feeling that against like soft, like really soft stuff like polyester or like rayon or whatever. Like which like some covers and some sheets are made out of that. Yeah. I prefer not to. I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of those in general. Yeah. Really, I sort of try to. I stick to
I love rayon. My plastic-based fabrics.
Yeah, they're so like weird, man.
It doesn't bother me. I think because I grew up wearing shitty clothes made of plastic, it doesn't bother me at all. My
mom kept me on cotton, and then like when I was a teen, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm wearing polyester. I fucking love polyester, man. Fuck this!" And now I'm like kind of back where I'm like, well, if I'm going to bed, I kind of need to be on all cotton. Like I need everything cotton actually.
I have nice bed sheets, but yeah, I like as far as clothes go, I don't. I rarely check fabrics. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if you can check it. It's like I feel it immediately. Anyway, a lot of cotton in this movie.
She wears shoes in the house.
Linen too.
Yeah, she wears shoes in the house though. Yeah, that's actually I know I just chided her cooking a minute ago, but like really the shoes in the house is the thing she should be most ashamed of. If like things that she does wrong in this movie, number 1, not immediately getting rid of the body before her son comes home. Number 2, wearing shoes in the house. Number 3, cooking all beige food.
Number 1,
number 4, having that kid.
Melting down the body in the
that
too. Like bathroom, yeah.
But so. Yeah, I mean, I think this movie is kind of, I don't know, want to say obvious. That sounds like degrading, or like I'm deriding the movie. But like, 1 sec, my levels are all fucked up.
Bring my levels up too. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Oh, but dude, this is way too high. I'm turning that back down. Actually, my bad. Well, it doesn't look too bad.
Don't fuck with your stuff. Your stuff, I know exactly how to tweak
your levels. Got a lot of
levels.
Sniffles in here too.
Don't. Okay,
I like just fucked with my stuff because you were fucking with your stuff.
Okay.
I already did. Like, it's been done.
Sorry to Future Lane. We'll stop. I don't want to say, like, it's obvious. I think that doesn't do this movie justice, but I do think, like, it's so perfectly executed, if that makes sense, that it becomes, like, the point of the movie is to be that long. Like I said earlier, I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, this movie's so stupid and long, she's just doing laundry for 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. And it's like,
nah. That's not
what's happening. No,
you're not looking at the screen, man. You're not like watching what's
But
going
also,
on.
like, you're fully missing the point. Like, that is the point of the movie, is that it is long and grueling to watch somebody do all of these domestic chores day in and day out and have no other outside life or fulfillment. Like, that is the point.
And heartbreaking when she turns down when she has like the one human interaction and I
and she turns down lunch. She's like,
yeah,
"Oh, I can't today."
Woman was
yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
like come over. You have to come over right now." And she's like, "No, I can't today. Maybe next week." It's like that's like one of those like, "Oh yeah, like maybe next week." Like never happening, just never happening.
Yeah. We should hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I love to call people on that. Like not like I'm like, "Oh, we're never gonna fucking hang out," but I love when people are like, "Oh, let's hang out." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, let's hang out next Thursday. Like we're doing it. Like what time are you free? I will do."
I've done that to people, and they literally been like they don't know how to respond. Like they'll be like, "Oh, like yeah, like let's hang out." I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, fine." Like sure, dude. And it'll be people that like I've like we hang out in groups, and like sometimes they won't come to like group events and stuff, and people will be like, "Oh, like let's text them," and I'll be like, they won't come. I guarantee it, bro. Like, if they're not here right now, they're not going to be here. Like, this isn't the plan for tonight, bro. Like,
sometimes though, it's nice to text those people just to know that they're wanted, even if they don't want to come.
That's true.
You know? So even if you know that they're
specifically,
not coming, but
the archetype of person that I'm thinking about was someone who
the archetype. Ricky says he's been reading
sort of
the
like
books on movies
flakes on sort of like flakes
the
on
flakes
pretty easily.
Monster of the Week mentioned
the flake, and also just like kind of always had plans. So I was like, all right, well, like listen, like we invited them. If they're not here, they're not going to come. Like just let it be. I don't know. There are a lot of people who I would do the opposite and be like, no, like let's ask just so throw it out there. But
if
anyway.
only she had a friend. What do you make of the conversation she keeps having with her neighbor and the baby? The baby, the most tense scene, other than her peeling the potatoes. Like,
you think so?
That seems crazy.
The baby
I'm like, oh, she's killing the baby?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't
like,
think she was gonna kill the baby. I didn't know, like, I don't know. It's definitely like eerie. There's like you're like, all right, like there's a tension, like something's gonna happen. I was like,
right. Well, when it starts crying, the second time, and she like picks it up and like kind of shakes it. And you're like, don't do that. Stop. Please put it down.
Well, I was like,
so much to live for.
It's another time. They're French. Like, okay, fine.
Well, I could, like, because, again, like, at that point, I was like, okay, she's not going to kill herself. Like, that's not where this is going.
Yeah.
I was like, is she going to kill her son? Like, I had kind of forgotten about the John, so I was like, is she going to, like, is this going to be, like, a movie about, like, motherhood is a prison and the only way to liberate yourself is to kill your kids, like, or something? Like, I was like, oh my god, this movie's crazy, but it doesn't go there. It's still crazy, but in a different way.
I mean, the whole time I literally was like I'm like, they're building tension. I was like, I don't really know what it's. I did not really think that she was going to self-harm because she didn't show any, like you said earlier, she didn't show any signs of it in the movie.
Yeah.
So it didn't really cross my mind.
Yeah.
But I was expecting something to fall apart like as things got worse and worse. I'm like, all right, well, like, fucking what is it,
Why do you think she has the first instance of this dude just jogged by in a tracksuit, like, that looked like a red-orange tracksuit, but with, like, mold all over it? Like, that was the design? Which, like,
was it in my closet a couple months ago?
Yeah, it was actually Ricky jogging past my window. But no, then he has a dog that looks like the inverse of the pattern, where it's like the dog is like the same moldy color, but then it has a red collar on. Anyway, and then as he walked by, he stared straight into my window at me. Like, okay, bro.
Hate it.
Sorry. Anyway.
Hate that.
Yeah.
I've told you this before. Throwing it out on the pod.
I know you don't like when people... Yeah, looking out the window or looking at people.
Looking through windows, looking out windows. I don't know, man. It's just
I look through windows all the time. Constantly. All the time. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of cats in this neighborhood. Close the door, open a window.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true. There's I know that my catio is sometimes seen as like the catio because
it is because there's 5 of them.
Yeah, and they'll like walk in and out. I mean, really, Archie is like the mainstay out there, and then there's like 1 or 2 other, like, sometimes it's Oreo, sometimes it's Kita, and people would like come by and be like, oh, kitty, like, hi, and Archie's like nice. He'll just like hang out. He'll just like see people. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
The other one's getting a little
scared. The only person Banksy has ever liked being approached by at the window is Meredith.
Yeah.
Like when I was living there, she would come by and she'd talk to him in the baby voice, and he'd be like, "Oh, hey, it's my time to be a baby." But anymore, like he sits in the front window a lot, and if I leave the windows cracked, someone will approach and start being like, "Oh, hey, kitty," and he'll run. I'm like, "That's a good boy. You're stranger danger." Yeah. What happened on day 2 to make her overcook the potatoes? Is it that she came? Did she come 2 days in a row? Did she have 2 orgasms? Like the first one threw her off, and the second one she's like, I gotta kill this guy.
Maybe. I mean, the one where she kills him is definitely, she's like, fuck, man. Like, I can't let this happen.
There's more to life?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I mean, because her son later that second night talks about, like, the
fucking weirdest son that's ever existed.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking so strange.
Yeah, he was like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not like I'm not getting incested on right now, Mom. Like, basically go for that.
Yeah.
Like
when I thought about Dad thrusting into you, I pretended to have nightmares. So I could escape.
The fuck?
Like, kid, go back to reading Baudelaire.
Yeah. It's like I was 10 and I was taking this all on for myself. It's like, all right, buddy, like, calm down. He's like, and I wish he would die, and then God killed him. It's like, all right, whoa, buddy.
God gave me karma. Is this kid 12 or 32? Also, he he could be anything. Like,
I don't know.
I think he's supposed to be a teenager, but like,
yeah,
like he has the dark circles of someone who's seen war.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely like. I don't know. I guess that conversation, especially the way that she sort of like immediately dismisses it. She's like, we shouldn't talk. Like we shouldn't.
Yeah, she's like, you shouldn't.
These things.
Yeah.
I think that sort of maybe lends itself to being like pointing out like, oh yeah, like something did happen here. Or like something happened earlier. Like that's why she's falling apart now.
Yeah. Well, and she. It doesn't seem like she was a victim of like any kind of weird relationship with her husband. It was just a little loveless. So it makes it even more like devastating that it's like, oh, her husband died and now she literally doesn't even have the security of that, like of her husband being around. Now she just had, that she doesn't really love or like doesn't, so she's just like,
It's kind of, it's sad on a couple of levels because because there's like sort of 2 points there, right? It's just the first one where she mentions earlier in the movie, like, sort of that like love, or specifically that like sex is just like, she's like, it's just a triviality.
It's not the same as love.
It's like a part of it, right? Like, it's whatever.
Right.
And so, I mean, I think a lot of that to her was that like being unsatisfied, making it sort of a part of that sort of like rote, like memorization, like this is just something I do, and it's, I don't know, it's interesting how she's maintained that even after her husband dies, where like she does turn to prostitution, and she's like, well, got to keep the routine going, might as well like provide for myself with it. But she also talks about how her aunts didn't first wanted her to marry the guy because
he was rich.
He was rich, and they were like, oh, he's very serious, yada yada, and then like afterwards
he loses his money.
And
they're like, he's ugly. You can do better.
and she's like, when he lost his business, that's when I decided to marry him. She's like, it happened a lot during the war, and they like hated me for it. I don't know, very like taking her life into her own hands, but in such a way that's like super self-destructive. Yeah. Which is what the ending is too. It's a self-destruct. It's like, this is the only way out is to like completely bottom. Like hit rock bottom. So yeah, and done so in a way. We mentioned the piano teacher earlier. Done so in a way, I think, better than the piano teacher, right?
You mean better, like her act is better, or like the movie is better?
Her act is more satisfying in the context of the movie.
It's more liberating.
Yeah.
piano teacher, she's just like trying to completely sublimate herself. Whereas in this movie, she's like, this is the only way I can like. Yeah. So, yeah, it's great. And like the fact that she only has men in her life and she can only turn to men for like any sort of input, basically. Mm-hmm. Like it's the only thing she really does for herself, you know, is to like destroy a man, basically, and herself in the act. But because her life is so controlled by men. First her husband, now that he's gone, now it's her son and these dudes, you know, so.
Women should be able to destroy one man every year.
True. Honestly, I joked to Christopher after I got mad at him. Because I also was doing like 10 loads of fucking laundry today. And this is a great movie to do laundry too. Yeah. So, you know, because it just made me more mad. And I was like, you know what? I should come on this podcast and just mute you. I should just only like we should release a version of this episode that's just me talk, like the Lane version, and I cut out all of your audio.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That would be great. Men should be listening and learning with this movie.
They should. I also want to mention when I made that joke, Discord, I almost said Skype. Discord like froze for a second, so your picture did not move at all. So you were straight faced throughout the entirety of it, and then like I started hearing you talking, and you were still straight faced. I was like, "Oh, thank fuck, man!" I was like, "Oh, no. Damn!" Yeah. I was like, "I thought that didn't land at all." I was like, "Fuck, bro."
So the neighbor scene, the neighbor with the baby. Because that's the other time that she has like an extended convo other than with her son, basically, is when the neighbor comes over and is like, collects her baby and is like, I don't know what to have for dinner. I went to the butcher and I got a bunch of veal because that's what the person in front of me got, but my kids don't like veal and my husband says that they have to eat at home because he doesn't like the school. Like she just like rambles at her. Yeah. And all you see is John being like, yep. Like nothing, basically, giving her basically nothing. What'd you make of all that?
Really reminiscent of Piano Teacher, like right before she stabs herself at the end, where like people, like everyone's like sort of coming up to her.
Whoa!
And,
like,
spoilers! Piano Teacher, and like she's given nothing, right? And like I think a part of that comes down to her personality. I feel like you're gonna find a lot of similarities just because they are stories of repression. I mean, I guess. You'll find a lot of similarities in how they act in certain ways. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
yeah. She, it's so sad too, because then she goes to this coffee shop and just like sits there and she savors nothing throughout this whole movie. Even the coffee that she drinks, it doesn't seem like she takes any pleasure in it. Yeah. Her life is like completely routined and, you know, totally just like reliant upon structure. And nothing, no emotion, no any, you know, and so to see her sit in the coffee shop, ostensibly just a moment for her to take a break from domestic labor and chores and routine and just like enjoy herself for a minute, and she doesn't, she just kind of like stares off and zones out, is so sad. It's like if she had a friend there, like a real friend, not someone to just talk at her. I don't know. It's sad. This movie makes me remember COVID a lot. Like in like, there was like right before I personally started to feel better about going out in public and like, you know, kind of resuming normal day-to-day stuff. Like the obsession with like, okay, I'll just keep my house looking nice and like try to like just hit all of my tasks every day and like making that, trying to find fulfillment there. Yeah. It's so fucking empty and like depressing. And so this, like, she's been doing this for at least 6 years. I mean, who knows what it was like before the husband left or died, but you know, it's like, fuck, man, like that is tough. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Towel on the bed during sex, never understood that. Just change your sheets, it's fine. Like I unless you're literally pissing, like, or sweating.
We don't know what she got going
like,
on.
Or coming on the bed. It's true, she might, you know, but like, that just sounds okay. I take it back. I have one fabric I don't want, and that is
it's
towels on the bed.
Yeah,
good. On the bed, good. Like it just it ruins everything about the sex. I get that that's part of. I get why it's there, but you see other people talk about getting the towel too, and it's like, just use some tissue. Go. You're supposed to pee anyway. Wipe.
Dude, that's
Anyway.
I've been getting ads like on YouTube and stuff for like, oh, like they're like it's literally like, oh, like don't want to go grab the towel, and it's some like it's a fabric that's like just absorbent, but like it's not like towel, and I'm like, bro, like why?
What
like,
if
please?
What if a person?
What if you could change your sheets? Imagine a world.
What if? You know the crystal kitty litter that evaporates the pee so that you don't have to scoop it?
yeah, bud.
What if your bed was that?
Like,
when you
just beanbag, straight beanbag the top of your bed with that shit?
Oh, God, that's so... No, yeah, you, like... You know those, like, scented beads you can put in your laundry? You just, like, sprinkle some of those on the to absorb all the cum.
Oh, really good stuff. Yeah, high-tier podcasting here.
I was gonna say, as a enthusiast, the towel, it's not necessary. Like, I am the expert. The world's foremost expert in this. Like, it's not... You don't need to do that.
You're just doing too much.
Making sure Chris isn't listening. He'll find out later when he listens to the episode. Maybe I'll believe that. Okay, do you remember Fargo?
Yes.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene with Mike Yanagita, the Japanese businessman character that she...
Yes. Yeah.
Frances McDormand's character goes to visit Marge.
Yeah, and he's obviously in love
and they have the one... Yeah, he's, like, super, like, into her and, like he seems, like, crazy lonely and, like, really intense. I watched an interview that he did where he kind of narrated that scene a little bit and, like, talked through the process of, like, being cast and shooting and, like, what he brought to that performance and his feelings about it, 30 years on. And he talks about how internally, like, while he was shooting it, he's saying his lines and everything, but inside his head, he was just screaming, like, while he was... like performing. Like that's how he kind of tapped into that energy. And I thought about that with this movie because this actress, I don't even remember her name. I don't think I looked her up and I didn't recognize anything else she was in. But let me just double check so I'm not telling tales out of school. But she taps into something almost more subtle. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like she has like, you can see that there's like almost like a dissociated kind of vibe that she has on, but I don't know. There's more to it than that. Like
it's like automaton like at like certain times.
Yeah,
like she's very much so like going through the motions, like without emotion. Yeah. But
she's not like steely. She's not like the piano teacher. Like Isabelle Huppert in that movie is very like icy. She's kind of like closed off even detached. When she's being more friendly. Yeah. Whereas in this, it's like almost Stepford Wife-y. I'm trying to think of like another movie that has. You haven't seen the Stepford Wives or haven't heard of it?
No.
It's a satire. Men doing something to their wives to make them good little housewives, basically. Like it's like a horror movie, like a feminist.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They're doing they're changing their wives and they lose their personality and just become like domestic, slaves, basically. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like what to compare her to in this movie. But yeah, she just has something going on. The actress's name is Delphine Seyrig. I'm sure it's pronounced differently if you're French. But, and I have seen something that she was in, actually, Daughters of Darkness, which was like a lesbian vampire movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. But I forgot that she was in it. Didn't realize that was her. Anyway. Yeah, so she brings a lot to it, and thank God, because you spend all 3.5 hours with her. I don't think there's a single scene where she is not on screen at all, so...
Yeah, I can't think of one. So,
why do you think she did it at the end?
Because the scissors were there.
Because she could. Like The Strangers, that movie, because you were home.
Yeah.
You think it was just like a spark?
Like not even a spark, like a malfunction, right? Like she just like
That's interesting. Yeah.
I think there was like, because like we like generally see the like slow spiral, and then the orgasm is just so out of like, she's so out of touch with like what it is with herself, that like, I mean, I'm sure that must have been like a crazy weird emotional experience to have.
She looks uncomfortable, yeah. And it's a crazy scene because you're not expecting it. You're like, oh, we are going to see sex in this movie. And it's like super uncomfortably framed. Like the man is like asleep. Like, I don't even know what's wrong. Like, he just, well, I know we talked about in Excalibur that was like the least convincing sex scene of all time. This one is maybe,
this one pumped it, bro. Yeah. I was watching this. I thought that. Yeah. I was like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think it was just like, it just all ended up being too much, right? And like, you can say like, oh, like, it's all too much, and it's like, oh, well, what is it's all? And it's like, well, like, she overcooked potatoes, she yada yada. And it's like, all right, well, like, these all seem like super trivial. It's like, well,
she dropped a spoon. Yeah.
Right. It's like, it's the exact opposite. Like, that's all there is, right? And then
imagine
like, if that's
if
all
her
there is, like, yeah.
Imagine if her wired headphones got caught on a doorknob. Like, it would be over. Like, she would have killed the whole town.
Imagine if she was wearing jeans and like one of the loops got
and
caught
the hook,
on the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out.
I see it. Okay. I have a game for us to play. But I don't want to start it before
you want to play a little game. Sorry, what's up?
Do I have to clip that and put that in again? I don't know. I'll do it.
I mentioned it earlier too.
Actually, no. That should be the new sound drop, kind of like the boom, boom, boom. Is anytime we play a game, I'll clip in Jigsaw.
Okay, I like it.
You want to play a little game?
So I am going to send you, and I'll put this in the description too, so that watchers, you can you, the listener, can play along. So anyone with this link that I will put in the chat can also play as they. Because this is a visual game. This is not going to be guessing based on the nano genres.
Thank Christ.
I titled this
Welcome to my kitchen.
Hopefully you have seen the Vine that I'm talking about. If not, I'll link that in the description too. This is a slideshow of various kitchens from movies that we have watched. So I figure we spent a lot of time in Chantal's kitchen, so I think actually, you know what, don't look, I want to share my screen and kind of release them to you but that's the link, so give me one sec while I organize my technical details. All right, can you see that?
Yep.
Some of these are blurry because it's difficult to find clips.
Your screen cap, and I got
so in this game, I'm going to show you a kitchen with hopefully as little extraneous detail as possible, and you are going to try to guess. We'll go in order. I think these are organized roughly from most easiest to most difficult. So.
Okay.
So you're welcome to.
This
one's. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, you're welcome to pull up the list if you'd like. To make it easier on yourself. But
is this?
But if you want to try to freeball it, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna freeball it for a little bit.
The first one.
Is this first one Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Ding. Yes, it is. So this one was really hard. I could not get a clip or a screen grab it where there wasn't at least her or Jim Carrey in it. And I opted for her because she, I figured maybe it would be easier or harder with her head turned. But yes, this is Eternal Sunshine. The scene where they're going back to his childhood.
Yes, we haven't seen many movies with kids, so the kid
would have given it away too.
Yeah. Well, the kid's drawings on the.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So you knew this based on the drawings and not based on her hair? That's nuts.
The hair confirmed it, but the drawings were that was the first thing.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, good pull. All right, next.
Oh, Psycho.
No, this is not Psycho.
What? Oh,
it's not Psycho.
Oh, is this The Trial?
This is the trend. Ding! From 1963. Nice. Yes, so this is the very beginning when he's like...
Is that the same actor?
Oops,
though?
I dropped my cock. I mean my cook, or like whatever. Yes, it is. Anthony Perkins stars in both of those movies. So
okay, just making sure.
My MVP of last year.
That lanky frame.
Yeah. He looks like he's about to hit the ceiling in this picture.
Yeah, he does.
So, anyway.
Get through that slouch, bro. It's over, man.
Anyway. Yeah. All right. Next.
Oh, fuck. Eraserhead?
Ding. Yes, this is Eraserhead. This one was also hard. I tried to keep finding these with no actors in them, and it was very hard. But yeah, I was like, oh, he's gonna get this just from how grainy and dark it is.
I was gonna say you picked like the darkest frame possible.
Well, HBO also darkens.
So I could see like the angle of it.
HBO also darkens whenever you try to screenshot. So I was like,
oh,
fine.
That sucks.
But, yeah, it's lame. But yes, okay. This one hopefully will be slightly more challenging.
Who killed Karen Silkwood?
That is not the name of the movie. So.
Oh, is it just Karen Silkwood? It's Silkwood.
It's just Silkwood. You do this every time. You're like, the investigative article that spurred the classic motion picture Who Killed Karen Silkwood. Yes, this is when Kurt Russell's character Silkwood's boyfriend is leaving. He moves out. Takes the dog too.
What's the dog doing? Oh, this is a tough one.
Hiding my face for this one.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. Is it, fuck. I can't think of the name.
Describe the movie.
Robin Williams. He's the teacher. Good Will Hunting. I'm saying this... Okay, so I'm saying this because
Walk me through your thought process.
There's a tree outside, and there's a light coming in through that window. That's pretty much all I'm really getting out of this shot here.
That is so crazy. Look a little closer at like the cabinets, the thing that's in the window. Look at the person. This is so funny. This is
broken down. This is the thing
hilarious.
That's in the window.
Yeah, like the thing that's sitting on the windowsill. You notice anything about it?
I literally can't tell. Like I can't visually parse what that is, man.
But, I mean, okay, it's a broken bowl. It's like a piece of, like, dining stuff that's, like, all sharp and jagged because it's been broken.
Oh.
Look at the person. Look at the person in this picture. Look at the curtains, too. How would you describe this kitchen? What visually, what comes to mind?
A little dilapidated.
I hope the watchers are yelling at you in their heads.
They probably are. They're probably yelling at me out loud. This is a tough one.
What does the guy look like? It's a man.
Yeah, I got that. I don't know, just some guy. Am I trolling here?
No, I was like, oh, it's gonna be tough to find a clip or like a screenshot or a scene of a shot, if you will, of this that is not immediately giving it away. And I cannot believe that you can't parse this. Look at our list. Look at the list at this point, maybe.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. There is something at the thing that the person is looking at. You can only barely see like the top of a part of it. At the very bottom of the screen, and it would give it away immediately. In fact, it is something that is in the title of the movie. You're like, obviously these are the long legs of long legs.
Obviously this is the Civil War.
I should have put that kitchen. Man. I'm not going to say anything about that.
Obviously, this is the Fahrenheit 9/11.
This is 9/11 in Fahrenheit 9/11.
Wait.
Do you want me to give it to you?
No. The thing in the in the sink is in the title of the movie?
Yes, the thing that is in the sink, it is not the thing. But, like, the object that's, like, that the guy is looking at and about to pick up is in the title. It is one word. Well, actually, it might be 2 words in the title. But sometimes this word is 1 word. Ricky's, like, mouth agape.
Bro, yeah, you're blowing my mind here, man. What the fuck?
Whoa, pause. Famous interior decorating in this movie. Like, something we talked about at length on our episode.
What the fuck? Because now I want to say Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
No, does this look like you're fucking trolling so hard right now?
It's not. But like that's something that we talk about a lot.
You're like, there's an object in that title. This is so fun.
Is there heaven in the sink? Is it all that?
You caught me. This is. Oh god.
No, I'm trolling here, man.
It's actually all from All That Heaven Allows. He's holding all in the sink. No. Do you want me to tell you, or do you want another hint?
Yeah, tell me.
You don't want another hint?
No.
I can give you a hint that'll narrow it down.
Sure, give me a hint.
It's a horror movie. Straight up a horror movie. Like, maybe the horroriest of all of the movies we've seen. Except for one.
Is this the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yes, it is. He's holding a chainsaw.
What the fuck? Fuck,
it was so hard to find.
What
it was so
fuck?
hard. It was so hard to find a frame of this movie that didn't have like teeth as like a birdhouse.
You know, I get the hints now. Dilapidated.
Really?
Okay.
Does he have paper
interior
towels?
Decorating that we talk about.
The bottom right, he has like a roll of paper towels, I think.
Bro,
it's crazy.
That is like completely obscured. That's camera obscura. I cannot see it.
All right. Oh, this one's blurry. This one I'm trolling with a little bit too. But I think you can get there. Imagine it not blurry.
Enhance?
The shot is so action-packed.
This is tough. Yeah, this is tough because it's like, what type of kitchen is this person walking through?
Oh, that's a great place to start. What type of kitchen is this person walking through?
And like, it's obviously like a kitchen, like it's a restaurant style kitchen.
Yes.
They're in the back of it.
Great deduction skills. This is fucking Sherlock and Holmes. Sherlock and Holmes? I'm a goddamn idiot.
Sherlock and his homie.
Oh god, we should watch that movie. The shitty John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell, Sherlock and Watson movie. That might be fun.
I'm having troubles identifying the back of this head.
This is a gentleman. This is a man.
It is a gentleman. I got that.
This is truly a gentleman, not just a man.
Actually, like for real,
I would call this person, this character, a gentleman. Yes.
Oh fuck! All right.
Like,
well.
Not like in a fancy way, but in like I would be respectful to this person.
Yeah.
This person is prestigious within the context of this scene.
Oh,
or like
fuck.
Important.
Oh, this really throws off what I was thinking then.
An older man.
Yeah, I got that.
One of the protagonists. Go ahead.
I was thinking Boogie Nights at first, because I know they have like an actual kitchen there, and that's one of the only movies that does. As soon as you said he's a gentleman, that kind of threw that out the window.
Not a lot of gentlemen in Boogie Nights.
No gentlemen in that movie. Bro, what the hell? The back of this head is really throwing me, man.
Why would this person be prestigious within a restaurant? Why would this person be an important person within a restaurant?
So either they work there, or they're like we haven't watched famous.
Yeah, we haven't watched any
famous
Ratatouille movies, so with a food critic.
Famous, it's making me think like Beyond the Sea or
No. A simpler movie than that.
I kind of want a simpler movie. I kind of want to say Animal House.
No. This movie's from the 90s, I believe. Let me make sure I'm not lying there. Like, there's no crazy, like, bleh in this movie. Like, there's nothing like... Yeah, that's my new catch-all phrase for...
It's pretty good.
Yeah, this is a 90s movie that we both really liked. One of our faves.
Fuck.
A famous episode we refer to constantly, I would say.
Fuck.
A movie... Do you want a hint? Do you want, like, a bigger hint?
No.
I can give you a vague hint. Oh, go ahead.
So... There's a kitchen in Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. This does not look like that movie, though. It's a guess.
This is Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. Ding!
Wow.
It's when he's walking into his industrial kitchen where he says, eat, drink, man, woman. What's the point? Like, when he saves the day because they make shark fin soup and it's bad and it doesn't, that whole scene.
Wow. So, yes. I couldn't identify him from his back.
The back,
crazy.
Yeah. This is also a really blurry. I couldn't find a clear HD cut of this movie anywhere.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
You got there.
Yeah.
This one I'm trolling a little bit.
This is a tough one. My first instinct was to say Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, just because I don't recognize this actress, and I know if she was one of the people who was working at the thing. This was like an at-home thing. It's not that, which I have identified.
It would be crazy if I put two of the same movie in here. That would be nuts.
It would definitely throw me for a loop, and B, it would be kind of a dick move, bro. Is this Naked?
Ding! Good job. Great.
Nice.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this kitchen might be more dilapidated than the Texas Chainsaw one. There's anything that's going to make you smell cornflakes. Right? Yeah.
Like Texas Chainsaw, they might have tooth ornaments, but at least they've got something.
They clean up. Yeah.
Some cohesion.
This one I am fully trolling.
This is fucked up. Yeah. Not only is this like the darkest screen grab ever, and I can just barely make out the three reflective surfaces on the handle of these knives, but it's just knives sitting in a block. Beyond the Sea?
This is no.
Okay.
That famous scene in Beyond the Sea where he pulls knives out of a butcher's block.
Sicario?
No. This is an exercise in trying to teach you about thinking about the style of movies. What movie looks like this, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a darker film. Not just
you're on the right track.
The lighting, but like a horror style.
Perhaps. It's a horrific to watch movie.
And out of like all of the horror films, maybe Pulse?
This is not a horror film. I will give you that.
Oh, it's not a horror film. Wow. Okay.
No.
Because I was going to do Pulse Hereditary, and then I was going to be really lost, and now I'm just really lost.
So, here's what I'll say as a hint. Okay, First off, the darkness is definitely exacerbated by HBO, but this is a dark movie visually. So think about movies that are dark, and then I will also say, right, when you think of Hereditary, or even Pulse, right?
Yeah.
This shot doesn't look like a shot from either of those movies, right? This is a pretty obvious signifier of a shot. What film is really obvious? What is an obvious movie with like a lot of like stupid things in it? Like a lot of very oh, we're trying to tell you something. Here's a shot about that. Like that's with a lot of shadows in it. A really shadowy, edgy kind of movie. Maybe using that voice was too much of a hint.
It wasn't too much of a hint, bro. That looks like this? I don't know. Oh.
This one's hard. I'll give you that.
A really obvious movie that looks like this, and it would have a scene with a knife block in it.
A scene where there's a cut to
just,
a
like,
knife
setting
block.
it up. Yeah.
Is what I would say. And it's very much like, okay, we're about to do something with a knife block, so here's a shot of a knife block.
Is this Smile 2?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
A much worse movie than Smile 2. A movie we did not like that much. I'll say that too.
Huh.
A forgettable movie that we dunk on when we remember it.
Fuck, man. That doesn't help me remember.
Look at the list.
I'm looking at the list. I'm scrolling through the list, man.
Damn, I can't help you. This shot shows up within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Fuck. Oh my god. And it's a movie we
There's a
didn't
fight scene.
like.
Yeah. There's a fight scene.
A fight scene, and it's super
People
obvious.
using knives. It's a super, visually obvious movie. Not like that the knives are obvious, but the movie is yeah.
Is it Cloud Atlas?
No, but you're circling the parking lot.
Fuck. Because it is, really obvious. Oh, fuck.
Same genre-ish of Cloud Atlas, but, dark and edgy. If I keep using this voice, does it give it away?
No, it doesn't.
Doctor.
What?
You don't know? Dude, I just made this joke literally last week. This is a movie about superheroes. This is an action sci-fi movie about superheroes.
Oh my god, it's Watchmen? No way.
It's Watchmen. It's straight up Watchmen.
So fucked.
I should have said, if this knife block were in slow-mo.
Yeah, that would have given it away. That's so crazy. Oh, fuck. Alright, that makes sense, though. Fuck, man. I scrolled past that 5 or 6 times, too.
That's what you never think of Watchmen. You never ever think of it.
It's also the problem is on that line or shelf. There's
way better movies.
Well, there's Kinds of Kindness, which just the frame of
I should have picked that
together, always draws my eye, and then Eat Drink Man Woman, classic. Always draws my eye. Long Legs is right there, and Boogie Nights, right? My eyes just don't see
5
Watchmen.
great posters.
It just goes right past it. Watchmen's also a pretty good poster, but compared to the rest, huh?
I should have pulled out the kitchen that Jesse Plemons stands in, where he tells Emma Stone to cut her hand off or whatever. I should have done that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
All right. This one will be easier compared to the last one.
Is this Mysterious Skin?
I think. It is not. I did not.
Okay.
I'll say. I did not put the kitchen from Mysterious Skin in. I could not bring myself to pull up the semen-covered Fruit Loops or whatever. I couldn't do it.
Fair.
So,
yeah. I thought this was from one of the older scenes. Yeah. Ooh, that does make it a little bit tougher.
I would say think of the color grading. What movie is colored like this one?
Off yellow.
Sickly, I would say. It's a sickly movie.
It's kind of sickly.
There's a scene or a shot in this that's really upsetting that has this kind of waxiness to it. I'll say that. Or at least that's what I think of when I think of this movie. One of the things. It's a couple memorable scenes in this movie, but he's giving himself 11s just with how hard he's scoring.
It's not Hereditary.
It is not.
Okay.
Hereditary, not a yellow movie. I would not call it yellow.
I can't think of a yellow movie, man. Exorcist was maybe a little yellow, but I don't recognize.
This is not Exorcist. This is a 90s, early 2000s movie. In fact, this is early 2000s. I was going to say
it looks more modern.
Do you want a hint?
Going off the cabinet and stuff. Give me a second. Did we already get Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first one.
Okay.
That was the freebie.
Is it Mulholland Drive?
It is not.
Fuck. Alright, give me a hint.
The color of, the color scheme, or, the color grading of this, certain pieces of technology take on this hue under certain conditions. Maybe over time. And they're relevant to this movie. I know that was like a super esoteric hint, but
like sepia, certain things take color over time, and it's very integral to this movie.
When you look at an old piece of this type of technology, it kind of has this color to it anymore. Old, like over 20 years old.
So photographs do that, right? Photographs get yellowed.
They do, but this is not about a movie about photos. So this is a movie about a type of technology.
About a type of technology. Something we talked about a lot was pulse technology in there. I don't think this is pulse. It doesn't look like it.
Are you sure?
Is it pulse? Is this pulse?
This is pulse. Yeah,
That's
this is
crazy.
the kitchen that our main gal goes to when her TV starts to malfunction.
Fuck. So, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is pulse.
Wow. Okay.
Good movie.
Good movie.
I'm fully trolling with this one. This one is fully a troll.
Fuck am I looking at here, Lane? Fuck am I looking at?
You're looking at
these bottles?
Some lights.
Huh?
They are bottles.
Is this is this Do the Right Thing?
You got this. No.
Fuck. Fuck.
You got this.
I thought it was in the dark before they start destroying the. Fuck.
No, I really wanted to include something from this movie because there's a lot of kitchen action in this movie, but I could not find anything that doesn't have the main actor very prominently framed.
Right.
So this was the only thing I could get to, but there's a very obvious visual signifier of something in this shot that will instantly make you know what movie this is if you can place it.
I mean, it's a weird ass looking fridge, right? I'll give you that much.
It is. What's weird about it?
It's just a drink fridge. It's set up like a computer server rack. They just got racks of drinks.
Okay. Okay, so it's really stylized.
Yeah.
And it's what kind of drinks are in there?
Cans.
Are you sure? What else could look like cans?
What else could look like cans?
They're not cans, I'll say that. But you're on the right track.
They're not cans. Oh, are they? No, that's dumb.
Please.
Something that you would. Is this Manhunter?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't know if he had vials of something.
No. These are drinks. These are this.
Drinks. They are drinks. Okay.
The character is pulling a drink out of a fridge. It is what it looks like. It's like a below the counter drink only fridge. It's not like a full size fridge.
Yeah. Is this the Thing?
No. So it's so cans, right? You're probably thinking cans because it's a little silvery.
Yeah.
It's not silvery because it's a can. It's silvery because there's something else about it. It's silvery because of.
My house has windows, and the car has windows. It's obviously not the windows making the car go.
It's silvery because the fridge is silvery. I'll say that.
Okay.
It looks kind of silvery and blue. So what type of
so maybe
drink
it's silvery
might take
because
on?
it's the future, so it's Cloud Atlas. No.
It's maybe silvery because of it's taking on what type of drink would take on the qualities of something around it, like the way it looks.
Water.
Okay, you're so close, bro. You're
Water
right there.
World?
No. Famous movie with future-looking technology, Waterworld. Oh my god, you're gonna hate this because let me tell you, I make jokes about this constantly. I have made a joke about this specifically within the last couple weeks.
Great. I mean, that doesn't narrow it down. We bullshit about
Okay,
so much.
What character has a fridge full of water bottles in their house?
Smile 2.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I can, like, think of the scene now, too. Fuck, man.
Because she takes it out and just, like, she stands the way that she...
Man.
Yeah,
okay.
where...
All right.
There are so many scenes of her standing at her kitchen island, like, looking at the darkness around, and I'm like, I can't take a screenshot of this, because she'll... Yeah, but... Okay.
Fuck it all up.
Good pull. Alright, this one, I'm trolling. I'm fully trolling. Good luck.
Ooh. Hoo-hoo.
If you can get this, I'll buy you dinner. Like...
Interesting. Well, I'm just thinking out loud here. This is not me guessing at all.
I mean, you can guess. I'll be impressed
I'm
if you
just thinking out loud here, Lane.
Guessing. Okay. You're like, this is Smile 2.
Lane. No. So I'm thinking it's an older movie, right? Just looking.
How did you know it was Roach and Z? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
It's looking older. And like I'm literally just going in reverse and knocking out films that it's not. Oh, you know, it might be Animal House, but I don't think they had a kitchen that looked this nice anywhere in that movie. Oh,
good deduction skills.
Is this Boogie Nights?
Is that your guess?
It is a guess.
No, it's not Boogie Nights.
I was thinking this could have been his parents' house. Beginning of the film.
That's not a bad. That's a good. Yeah, I should have thought about that. I was like, what movies have kitchens? And I could only think of like famous kitchens. So. Yeah.
Ooh, is this Nashville?
No, but it does.
Fuck.
I'll say this. Your instinct that this is kind of an oldish looking kitchen is not wrong. However, that's more because of the filmmaker than because of when the movie is set. That's a little cryptic.
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, so this kitchen looks a little older, not because the movie is set in an old time. Like I would describe this movie as mostly modern, but because the director kind of has a visual style that is a little more classical or like suburban.
Lane, sorry, the director does what? So you're cutting out every now and again.
Oh, really? The director has a style that is more classic or suburban, even.
I don't know, but real quick, I do want to mention that the poster for Yojimbo, the sword goes right up into Lupin the Third, Goemon's blood spray, and I'm just noticing that now. It's very interesting to me. Anyway.
You got it. This was Goemon's blood spray. That's what this screen is from his kitchen. Goemon's right off screen. You can't see him. He's there.
Okay. So it's like a stylistic choice. Not necessarily an older movie. Maybe Good Will Hunting?
No.
No.
This movie's way better than Good Will Hunting.
Way better. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie we both really liked. I think me more than you. To our surprise. Not Excalibur.
What'd you say about 2 Hour Surprise?
To our surprise, I liked this movie, I think, more than you.
Oh, okay.
Not much more, but...
Ooh. Long Legs?
No.
Okay, I was I didn't...
Yeah.
I didn't place it. Oh, is this the Psycho remake?
No, but that's a great... I should have looked at the Psycho remake. No, this movie is, This movie largely has scenes, or... Lots of this movie takes place in a house. But not all the scenes. But like a lot of the scenes with the main characters take place in a house.
Most of this movie takes place in a house. It's not necessarily an older movie. It's just stylized to look that way.
From a director who really likes, like, the suburbs and old America, like 50s weirdness. I might be giving it away. I'm a little bit trolling with this one. This is number 11.
Not Hereditary, right?
No. This movie's way too bright to be Hereditary. A colorful movie, this one is.
Yeah.
A lot of reds and dark blues in this movie, too. A mystery movie.
A mystery movie, did you just say?
I did, yeah.
Oh, is this Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No. No.
No,
You're good. No, it's not. Yeah. This movie, there's a scene of two leads in this kitchen that starts with you thinking that they're arguing.
It's Mulholland Drive.
It is Mulholland Drive. So this is the kitchen from, yeah.
Damn, that's tough. That was a good.
This one's really tough. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right, last one. Let's rally. We can rally. Last one. This one's tough. This is the toughest one. This one's gonna really fucking throw you. You're gonna take a minute.
This one makes me puke.
That's fair. This movie, a pukeable movie. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. This is a tough one.
What am I looking at, man? There's 2 bottles of wine, corks on, mostly full, 2 2-liters. One is 75% full, the other's at 80.
Ricky calculating the fullness of these 2-liter bottles.
The fuck am I looking at, man?
Okay, what could you be looking at? Look at the rest of the picture.
I'm looking at the characters.
Okay. What about them?
Looks like a line of women. There's something going across the kitchen.
A misogynist.
I am. I don't know what the fuck this thing is going across the kitchen. This like rope.
Interesting.
I also can't really tell if they're... No, they're probably moving forward here.
Yes. I'll say this. Your deduction that they are women is wrong. This is not a bunch of women.
Oh.
Look at the one in the back.
Oh,
look at the height
of
the countertop.
Is it like little kids?
This is a bunch of kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, look at the, like... There's a big hint in how this looks.
I know what this is. This is Manhunter.
This is Manhunter. Good job.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, this is the home video in Manhunter that...
Yeah. I was trying to... I was like, why the fuck is it so grainy and weird looking, man?
Yeah.
Like...
What sites are you going to, Lane?
yeah. Well, for a second, I thought you had, like you couldn't get a screen grab, so you had to, like, take a picture with your phone of, like, a TV screen. And I was like, oh, all right, this is easily the shittiest one.
Good job. No, that was good. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Some of the early ones weren't bad. The later ones definitely fucked me over, man.
I was trolling a little bit with these. I'm impressed that you got some of them as fast as you did, though. Including that Manhunter one. I thought for sure that you'd be, like, totally lost, but good job.
No, that one's, like...
All right.
Almost, like, familiar. I'm a little mad about the Psycho the Trial one. If I had spent, like, another couple seconds, like, really thinking about it, I would have been like, nah, no way, that's in Psycho. Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure you think that. Good job. That was fun. Thank you, Lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Lane.
Putting the game in here.
For putting that game together.
It was worth the hour delay. One other anything else you want to say about Jean Dielman Vont Trois, Quai du Commerce, Mille Contrevent, Bruxelles? I had to pull
Nice.
that out. I sound
You
like her
killed
reading
that.
that letter. Thank you.
Give me a second.
Ricky's blowing his nose like this fucking snot-nosed, squirrely piece of shit kid in this movie.
Dude, I have been snot-nosed and squirrely recently.
Wait, that's like, you know the Live, Laugh, Love, Bonkers, Bananas, Bug Nuts? Snot-nosed, squirrely.
Snot-nosed,
What's a
squirrely.
third S? Shithead?
Squeamish.
Is that it?
Oh, shithead works.
Squeamish isn't bad. Yeah. Bro, it's so dark. We've been recording for 2 hours. All right, we gotta wrap this shit up.
I know. I'm trying to find the name
What
of
are
the
you doing?
movie that you texted me, and I can't find it. So I'm not even gonna try it. Jeanne Dielman. No, I don't have anything else to say about Jeanne Dielman. I was gonna say no, I don't have anything else to say about Jeanne Dielman, and then like the whole thing, but I don't remember it. So
I see. The last thing I have to say is that the title cards reminded me of Majora's Mask, like Dawn of the Final Day.
hell yeah.
And it had the same
yeah.
ominous feeling to it, so. Okay, so.
Huh. Yeah, you came to a crossroads earlier.
I did. Okay, so I had
Walk me through the thought
I had
process.
two.
Oh.
I had two-ish things in mind.
Whoa, you just had
One-
3 earlier. Whoa. What?
Well, hang on. Let me
Okay.
come on me with this on this journey.
Yeah.
Did I say come on me with this journey? Pause.
Whoa, pause.
Whoa.
Ride this
Okay.
train with me. Pause. Train of thought. Yeah.
So I still have too many Oscar movies to watch before the Oscars next Sunday.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe I
got
just
too many lame
shoehorn.
movies to watch before I die. Anyway. Sorry, come on.
Fuck you. I was thinking of doing like a Hail Mary, like, what if I just say, let's watch one of these Oscar movies? And then I thought, well, we could watch a movie that we've both seen, that we both really liked, but did not talk about as an episode for the Oscars. One movie I wanted to rewatch, which was The Substance.
Okay. Okay.
But then, I watched
It's on
this
movie.
movie.
It's literally
John
on
Dielman.
movie. It's a movie. It's a
Substance
movie.
is literally on movie, bro. It's literally, you have to pump it up on movie.
It's actually a movie.
Then I
Anyway.
thought, but then I watched Jeanne Dielman, and I was like, oh, this movie is so influential on my favorite movie of all time. A movie I would say confidently is my favorite movie of all time, or like at least top
shit.
5 always.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe we should watch that. And then I looked at my YouTube playlist, and I saw Michael Clayton, which is just a good fucking movie that is like fun and good and like just a good hang.
Yeah.
Not like none of these movies are like nice. Like they're not. I don't know, but like Michael Clayton's.
Can't wait to watch.
Anyway. So I'm super. Michael Clayton is an incredible feat of filmmaking. Like maybe one of the best movies of the last 20 years. But like,
Okay.
I don't know. Now I'm torn. I don't know what to watch. I can send you the list of all of the 10 movies I just named, and then you could pick. I don't know. Are you in the mood for anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for a good hang, though. This was a serious one. It was a long movie. Yeah. Be nice to...
Yeah, that's what I was
Have a
thinking.
little-
I was like, it would be nice.
little breath,
I
yeah.
also had a tough week. Like, I traveled to and from Dallas and watched no movies on the plane, like a fool. I was like, I'm going to watch all the movies on the plane that I want to. And then I watched none of them, and I worked instead on the plane.
Tough.
So, I don't know. Like, I was thinking we could watch Nickel Boys, which is one of the Oscar movies. That is a movie people really like, about two black teenagers who go to a boarding school. It sounds tough. Kind of like, not necessarily like about their friendship, not just about like their tough upbringing, but like, sounds like kind of a tougher hang. But a good movie. Very interesting formal kind of technique stuff in there that might be good for us to talk about.
Okay.
I was thinking we could watch The Brutalist, which for my money I think is still going to win Best Director, maybe Best Picture, definitely Best Actor. A movie I have not seen yet. That is another, though, 3.5 hour slog of a movie. Not slog complimentary, to be clear.
Yeah.
But it's a slow one.
Yeah.
We can watch The Substance. Pump it up. Or we could watch Safe, which is one of, if not my absolute favorite movie of all time, a movie by a director of great movies, a movie that I wouldn't call it my comfort movie, I would call it my discomfort movie. Like if I want like a bad time, I would watch that movie.
Okay.
Bad time complimentary.
I think I just want a good time, good hang. I'll be honest with you.
Man. You want to watch Michael Clayton?
The answer you
That's
wanted.
Crazy.
Yeah, I do kind of want to watch Michael Clayton. I'm sorry.
That's so crazy. I was like, I had no bones. I was thinking, like, is there a good...
Wait, this is your
I know.
pick, though, right? This is your frame.
I know.
Yeah. You shouldn't let me dictate it, right? That's not very...
I know. I mean, I want to watch Michael
That's
Clayton.
not very Jeanne Dielman.
Yeah.
That's not very...
That's true. The thing is,
Don't
I
repress
always
what you want to watch,
Clayton.
Lane, okay?
We could... This could just be the podcast we want to watch Michael Clayton, and we would just watch it every week. And I think you'll feel the same way. But... We could
make a Patreon only, just a special side up every week, where we just...
Honestly?
Watch Michael
$1 a
Clayton
month.
Week.
It's just like... I've seen that movie several times. It's a great movie, but it's also like an English-American movie with movie stars. I've really been trying for us to watch like slightly less whatever, mainstream movies and like foreign films.
More foreign films, I know. Yeah.
But at the same time, Michael Clayton's a great fucking hang, and it's a good movie. I don't know. I'm so torn. So is The Substance, though. So is Safe. Safe is a great movie, but like definitely.
Oh my god, bro! You're just gonna list all the
Fuck,
movies
bro.
again. You're just gonna go back through the list.
I think Chris is laughing at me, or maybe he's
deserved.
Absorbed. I don't know. My cat is definitely staring him down, wondering if he can be fed. Okay, let me look at the watch list and see if there's some other 8th movie I could pick that would satisfy all these criteria.
Something jumps out at you.
I do want a good hang. I would like to watch something that's like fun.
Yeah.
But, or like good, or like enjoyable, not just like painful.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We gotta get August on here so we can talk about The Bad Seed.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, man. I'm paralyzed. I'm spoiled for choice. All right, let's watch Michael Clayton. All right.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Kind of twist my
Good
arm
movie.
about it.
Yeah. I do. I need, you know what? Everyone deserves a little treat once in a while. And for me, it's rewatching a movie. I try to not rewatch movies, and that's my problem. I've told Christopher I need to like get over that.
Yeah.
I just, yeah. But okay. Next week, we want to watch Michael Clayton, 2007, directed by Tony Gilroy. Do not look up anything about this movie, Ricky, before you watch it. Did you go to my Halloween party a couple years ago? Shout out anyone who listened to this podcast who went to my Halloween party a couple years ago. The murder mystery.
The murder mystery party?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, cool. This movie, big influence for reasons that will become clear to you.
Okay. I will see if I can find my character in it.
Well, it's not that much. There were many influences on that party, but this is one of them.
Okay.
So, thematically, I would say more than character-wise. So, but okay. I'm excited to watch this. This is just a great... this is such a good fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this too. I want to see if you can figure out what 2 scenes from this movie are on the Kino list. The Kino YouTube playlist.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright. Next week, Michael Clayton, 2007, Tony Gilroy. Fuck, yeah.
Sweet.
Did we sing anything? No, we were going totally diegetic.
Yeah. I did sing the Bobby Shmurda song about a week ago.
That's true.
That was it.
Jean Deal, Min Vont, Toi, K, Du Com.
You seen Jeanne?
Meal.
What's your deal, man?
I'm I wish I had a spray bottle that I could spray with digitally.
it just like it's like attached like right to the fucking
the
monitor,
webcam.
so it just sprays out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's like,
Unless you have some
like clown flower style, where you like.
Yeah. Yep. I have already watched and reviewed this twice on Letterboxd.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which is crazy. This is probably one of my most rewatched movies.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll just like clip in sounds of someone cooking.
Okay.
Or folding laundry. What would be funniest?
Do you want me to send you some like noise of me?
Yes,
cooking?
please. Yes, actually, that would be even funnier if it was you specifically, because it'll be all shitty sounding.
Yeah, because it's gonna be on my phone, and it's gonna be like fucking like
just take the mic in
recording. There. Because I'd have to take this one, the like nice one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not bringing my computer in there, bro.
Oh my god, you're such a piece of shit. That's fine. Last week ended with
face. What's going on here, man?
four different voice notes that we sent each other. So, all right.
You lagged out for a second.
We'll
I thought you were just like completely stunned. You're doing like you're doing that, like just like for like a solid 10
Are we
seconds.
still recording?
I was like, all right, what the fuck?
This
we are. I am.
This podcast is 2.5 hours long at this point.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
Get us out of here. Then.
We're done.
Get us out of here. That's all, folks.
Bye.
Okay, it's picking up at least. funky. What the fuck's going on there? Oh well, just gonna ignore that. What are you squeaking at me for? Hey, Rio. You can't have any of this, but I'll give you some of your own food in a minute. Don't give me that. smile and keep pouting. Hi, Milo. Milo. Archie. For real. Yep. Alright, it's starting to get smoky in here. I gotta turn the fan on. So, this has been 13 minutes of freaky cooking ASMR.